Hi, everybody. This is Melinda Cooper, and I'm here today with subscribers, and email subscribe list that you already have. Who is your target audience, types of emails, and checklists? And this is living the dream. Hi, everyone. I guess we're having a little bit of change up here today. This is Melinda, and thank you again, Marion, for being here with me. It's wonderful for us to chit chat and cover everything. I went out to the group, for those of you who don't know, it's a membership fast forward group. And I go out there and I ask them all the time, what topic do you want to cover? So this month of April, we are covering email subscribers. They can be subscribers to your blogs, they can be subscribers to your YouTube, whatever it is. But you have to be able to have a list, right? Everybody calls it, what do they say? Money is in the list. I call it your own money tree. So let's get into it. Let's talk about the fact that you have to have a target audience. Marion, we've always talked about target audience, haven't we?
Yeah, you did hone that in on me very early on, and I resisted. I remember the resistance. I'm like, no, I could sell to everybody, and you're like,
Right.
no, who is your target? Who are you helping? I was like,
The-
I'm helping everybody. No, you're not.
Well, and it's funny because a lot of people, even today, clients tell me, Melinda, I can talk to anybody. I can be anybody's coach. I said, no, you can't. No, you can't. Let me help you. One thing when I talk about target audience, it's who you're trying to get your message to and who exactly you want to help and your product that will help them. But I will tell you, for Melinda Cooper's own target audience, I look at, really, excuse me, I want you to know, I want to go to a starving crowd. I want a crowd that says, oh my God, I need exactly what Melinda's giving me. I want the crowd that says, yes, Melinda has what I have. She says it in my style. She says it the way I need to hear it. She provides it the way that I can understand it. And you know what? She gives me a lot of value. That's the crowd I want to be in. And a lot of people don't get that it takes a minute to find that crowd, right? It's not going to be, let me just drop it. Let me drop a nickel. Let me drop an ad and boom, everybody's my crowd. That's not the case. It's the fact that your message has to be clear, it has to be concise, it has to be direct, so that when somebody says, I heard Melinda Cooper, I heard what she has to say. You know, I grew up watching, learning, and reading all of Zig Ziglar books and videos, and I even saw him in person, and I met him, and I'm very grateful that I've even know Tom, his son. The whole thing is that they talk about helping and serving people. But I discovered in watching and observing, he had people who wanted to hear him. He had people who they were, oh my God, they couldn't gobble enough of what he had to offer, right?
I have a story that I think will help people understand this concept a little more. It really helped me. I was taught this by a very, very successful social media expert. And what she said was, all you have to do is a call out to your specific target. So basically, I'll give you an example, it's 3 to 5 words, and it's to the person. Okay. So my people are business owners, entrepreneurs, small business owners. So that's what I would say. Entrepreneurs and small business owners, exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. And then you say whatever you're going to say, because then they know you're talking to them. They don't have to guess. They're not going to scroll through and just kind of miss your stuff because they don't know what you're saying. They know you're talking to them. It's a call
That
out.
is that is absolutely right. It's the idea of, hey, I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you. You know what? I want you to be the person because I have something that's going to help you solve the problem, right? Solve the problem. And you know what? When you're ready and you have an email list or you're building an email list, I want you to recognize that there are several different types of emails that you send out to them. Have you ever? I know I have. And sometimes I've done it just on purpose to give me distance from other people. But have you ever received an email and it says, Melinda, I'm ready for you to buy this?
No, I don't think I've ever have.
I want you to know I have, especially right now during Corona, and people are out there just trying to sell anything that they can, right? They're trying to create that extra money, that extra income. So they're like, let me just throw this on the wall, see if it stick. And somewhere I got stuck on somebody's email list, and either they shared it, they sold it, they whatever, right? So one of the emails I get lately is, Melinda, this is what I'm ready for you to buy. This is your answer. And I'm like, thanks, but you're not my style. You're not going to be one of the ones that I'm going to work with. That's not clearly how I like my message delivered. So that one's a little hard pitch for me. That's a little aggressive. That's a little bit, no, it's in your face, right? Then there's an email that says, hi, I'm so glad that we're here together. And by the way, I just wanted you to know the angels are going to fall from the heavens and the sky is going to open and they're going to send you money from pennies from heaven. And by the way, if you'd really like to know where the pennies are coming from, go ahead and contact me. No, you didn't tell me anything. It's not informative. And you're not going to wave a magic wand. I'm not that kind of person. Surely by now people realize Melinda's not going to be that kind of person. But that's another type of email, right? Think about it, Marion. We get all kinds, right? And then I like the ones, and this I do like. The lifestyle ones are like, hey, Melinda, thanks for putting your name up, giving me your honored email. I know that there's so many things out there right now. I thought I would just drop you a line and give you a little bit more information. Give you a little bit more information about what we're doing. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
How do you feel about people that start off by saying, I know times are tough right now and you need help with this or that, and and we've been going through like basically a sad story just to even start. Yeah, I don't even read those. Although I know we're going through we're going through a rough time right now. But is that really how you want to start your sales pitch off to me?
I have sent a couple out. I will tell you, I sent one out to a client. She says, Melinda, I'd like an example of this kind of email. I said, let me help you. I said, let me just send you one and see what you think. Rather than saying, I know we're going through rough times, I wrote and I said, God, isn't the world chaotic? That's what it is, right? Right now it's chaotic. I said, everybody is spinning every which way. I said, you know what? It kind of reminds me of the Tasmanian devil cartoon. Yeah, they're spinning like a top all over the place. So let's get down to business. I'd rather have that kind of a thing where, we can laugh a little about it. We know what it is. It's the elephant in the room. It is how it is right now. Please don't sing me your sad stories. Because that's not going to work. I don't like those emails. I do not read them.
It doesn't work with me anyway.
It doesn't work with Melinda Cooper either, or Living the Dream staff. We do not, when I see it and it starts saying, oh, I am so sad of where we are. Me too, delete, let's go, we're out. I delete them very quickly simply because of the fact that, I already know where I'm at. I want to know how you're going to get me where I want to be.
So I have a thought about something I would like to send out. Because you're bringing this to our attention, we need to start doing some emails and things like that and building up our list. What do you think of this tagline or this opening? Important information. No? I guess that was a no.
I'd like it if it says important information about whatever, or information that could really help you or something. But, important information these days, who deems what's important these days? Because what's important to Marion may be talking about dog shampoo. And
okay. So mine are business owners. How about important information about your business?
I like that. See, now you let them know if they're in the business mode or if they're reading business emails. Guess what? I'm going to take a look at that. What is about it?
Okay. All right.
Yeah. I'm going to
going out today.
Thank you. I'm glad because you know what? That's also what we need with our emails. We have to have subject lines that actually work. Okay. It's kind of like everybody says you don't scream fire until there's fire, right? So if you walk into a
Please.
movie theater and scream ice cream, you may get a couple who want to get up and go ice cream, right? You may get a couple say, oh, maybe not ice cream. How about a bag of popcorn?
Popcorn
That's right? You might get some fresh popcorn, fresh hot dogs. You
with
may get
butter,
some
real butter.
real butter, right? Diet Coke, right? But you get the idea. Oh, but let's do it this way. How about some rum and Coke? How many people would you get up and go, right? But the whole situation is, which is where I'm at, is that you want to get something that will catch their eye, but not something that's false. You don't want to say, I'm going to
Right.
make you $1 million in 30 days. Really? Are you going to
People
rob a
fall
bank?
for it. Yeah, people fall for it, but it's
Yeah.
not good. Okay, please don't do that.
No. You know what? Make your headlines, make your subject lines something that's enticing, but something that's truthful, right? Marion, it's important about your business. Yes, Marion offers products that are important to your business that can help you grow right here. We're right here, right? This show alone, Marion is the producer of it. She does great work with me. She helps me out while I'm going through all this stuff. And you know what? It's great. It's great to have somebody that I can say, Marion, jump on with me so we can chit chat back and forth. So, yes, it is important about my business. There's not a lie there. It's an eye catcher. When I'm ready, I will think about that. But you know what? If you say there's an elephant in the room, I would say, duh, who cares? And if you say, I'm going to make you $1 million in 30 days, my first thought is, well, make sure that you have the money transferred to me before you go to jail. Because you know what? You're not going to just make me a millionaire in 30 days. That just doesn't work. It's a journey. It's a journey. Okay. So let's be realistic in our emails and think about what makes you open your emails. Right? Because if it's not working for you, it's not going to work for your clients. It's not going to work for your email list. It's not going to work to become the magnet to pull it in. Now, normally for those who are in my one of my membership, Living the Dream membership groups, I will be providing a checklist for email checklist. And I give them, hey, when you're ready to start writing your emails, just put the checklist beside. Did you cover this? Did you cover this? Did you cover this? And by the way, where's your call to action? Right?
Call to action.
A call to action, right? I always love this. A very, very, very wise woman in business. I just love her to death. We're still in contact. She said to me, she says, this is great, Melinda. She goes, so what do you want them to buy? Excuse me? It says it. She goes, no, it doesn't say it. I said, yes, it does. And she goes, no. She goes, you wrote every information you could give them, and you never said, this is where you can buy this. Go over to Living the Dream, and you can buy it here. Now think about that for a second. You could ask them to subscribe to your list. You could say, go watch my YouTube channel. You could say, here's a video, take a look at this. If you like it, go subscribe to my YouTube. Go join my Facebook page. Go join me on LinkedIn. You could say all those things in it, but unless you tell them where you want them to meet you, where are they going? That's called driving traffic. Driving traffic. And that's part of your checklist. Where are you sending them? What are you offering them? What do you want them to do? Doesn't always have to need to buy. It could be, I'll give you something free if you go. I call it the ethical bribe, right? You're giving them something good for their time, for their energy that will help them, right? That's a good bribe because now at least they're coming over to look at you, right, Marion?
Yeah. So when you figure out your target and then you figure out the types of emails that you want to send them, I think the first problem that I had, maybe you didn't have this, or whoever's listening to this didn't, but my problem was trying to fit too many call to actions into one email. Because I'm one of those people that does a lot, I do this and that and this and that. I'm a collaborator with partners and things like that. So I always have something I want them to do. And I think I tried to put it all into one. It's kind of like some of those cooking shows that I've been on or been watching, where they're like, edit yourself. You got too much going on this plate. I'm like, yeah, but they're all good stuff. I want everybody to know everything, but it doesn't really work too much. If you give them too much, they don't know what to do, and so they don't do anything.
Well, and you know what?
But I still do it anyway.
That's right. A lot of people do. One of the things that I tell all my clients, and I know that Marion will attest to this, I say be clear, be concise, and be direct. Because you know what? Confused buyers don't buy. If you give them way too many options on one, they're like, oh, you know what? I'll just come back later. I'll look through them all. Oh, you know what? Never mind. And guess what? It sits. It sits, right? So here's the point. You name one and you say, today I am doing, oh, guess what? I'm doing go live. Marion is going to work simply on her show productions. So she's going to say, today I am focusing only on my show productions. And this is what I want you to do. She goes through the whole thing. She tells them all about it. She gives them a golden nugget. At the bottom, she goes, you like this? You want to find out more? This is where you go for what? For my show productions. Boom. Now, Marion has a wonderful reset mind, show that she does. So now she's telling them, you know what? That sounded funny. I do show productions, and now I am focusing on natural curiosity reset. And so today, I'm not going to talk to you about the show production. What I'm going to talk to you about is you coming on and being a visitor, you coming on and getting interviewed, you coming on and joining the subscription. Come join, subscribe to my YouTube channels. Do you see how all of a sudden it's the same? She mentioned her show productions, but she's saying, this is what I'm focusing on. And that's where the situation is that you can mention it, but your goal is still, where do you want them to do? You want them to go and subscribe to that.
Targeted.
You have to target where they're going.
Mm-hmm. I get that. So not only who's your target, but what is your target?
That's right. That's right. Because you know what? If I'm walking along, the other night we went ahead and stayed up and watched the Wizard of Oz, which by far is one of my favorite movies. So she stands in front of the four angles, four yellow brick roads, and she's at crossroads, and she goes, I wonder which way to go. Scarecrow says, well, you could go that way, or you could go that way. Of course, other people go that way, and then maybe this way. And she looks at him like, okay.
Thanks a lot. That helped.
Yeah, that really helps, right? So what happens instead is that he says, I really don't have a brain. So whichever way you want to go, I'm willing to go with you. Right?
Don't make me decide.
Yeah, don't make me decide.
Eeny, miny, mo.
Yeah. So what I'm going to say is, okay, I'm going to walk up to the crossroads and wow, I found the Scarecrow. Well, you know what? I'm glad you're with me, but I'm going to go ahead and go to the left, or I'm going to go ahead and go to the right. You want to come with, come with. Otherwise, I understand. Good luck to you and best to you. And I think that that's where people forget, that they are forgetting the fact that if they're an entrepreneur, if they're in business, if they are truly looking to help others, you have to show them what you have so that way they can say, that is my path. I do a lot of strategy work. I love strategy. It's who I am. It's where I'm at. And the situation is that with that in mind, you have to know where you're going. I have a real bad habit, and I will. One of my habits is that I get in the car. I have girl buddies that we go and we travel different places. I get in the car and I say, okay, we're heading down I-20. Okay. I'm heading to, I don't know, New York, Las Vegas, wherever. We went to the Grand Canyon. I get in the car and I just get down the highway. I didn't have my I call them instructions. I didn't have my instructions. I didn't have my GPS turned on yet. And I'm going down the highway. And the lady looks at me and she goes, that just tears me up. How can you do it? And I said, well, I look at it real simple. At least I'm going in the right direction. At least I know I felt good. I'm going in the correct direction. Then I can learn as I go, or I can figure it out as I get closer to my destination. But let's face it, the Grand Canyon is going to be the Grand Canyon, right? Wherever we come from, there's only one place that you're going to end up. I'm not going to find the Grand Canyon on one side of the world and me go on the other. No, all of us are going to mecca to the Grand Canyon. So as long as you have an idea of the bigger picture, where are you going to end up? I'm going to end up at the Grand Canyon. Then you can start to drive and get to that direction as you get closer to it. And that's what emails are to me. If you're sending them out and saying, look, this is where I think you should be. I think that you should reach out to Marion, talk to her about her show productions. This is the big picture. This is the end direction. This is where I want you to go. Now, let me tell you why. Let me tell you how. Let me tell you where to find her. And boom, at the bottom, by the way, remember I talked about the fact that you need to go to Marion about her show productions opportunity. And then boom, there it is. There's the link. Follow this link to Marion. It's direct.
Are you describing like affiliate marketing when you're talking about somebody else or a different product? Is that the type of email that you're describing?
Yes, that's another email. But I wanted to say how I changed it from that broad to going back to who does show productions. I'm trying to get my hands right. Who does show productions? That's the finished piece. And then I'm going to affiliate market to Marion because she has what I think is going to be great for a lot of people. Right? That's another email type. I don't always have to be talking about just Melinda. Maybe there's a great opportunity that we can send them to.
Well, that's one of the reasons that you're as famous as you are, is that you find people that have great products and services and you do highlight them and you do it in a grand way. So that makes you, I don't know what you would call it, but it's, people notice you because you are the type of person that highlights good products and services.
Well, yeah, I'm a firm believer, Marion, and I hope anybody that's working with me and anybody that's around me will understand I have no qualms in sharing spotlights. You know why? Because there is enough for everyone. We are in the world of abundancy. Okay, we're in the world of abundancy, folks. There is plenty for everyone. There's no reason to go out there and try to gobble up everything. Oh my God, right? Excuse me. There's going to be more. We're going to have more.
Are you talking about toilet paper?
Okay, I wasn't going to say it specifically, but you found me out, right? But the reality is that that's not only in toilet paper. People will do that in business. People do it anywhere. They just gobble up. They're absolutely convinced that they can only have just theirs, only talk about just me, whatever. And reality is that let's share the spotlight. Let's work together rather than against each other. Let's work with the process that together our ripples go out further rather than one little drop of a rock. Boom. Where all of a sudden, if we have a lot, right?
Yes.
So yes, the affiliate marketing is another email. So let's talk about this for just a second. I just want to take a deep breath. Ready? Everybody take a deep breath. Target audience. You want to know who your message is going to help. You want to know how they are, what is keeping them up at night? What's making them worry? What is making them so scared about their business? Solve the problem for them. Make them want you because you're clear, you're concise, your point is there. Give them an email that addresses to them. Give them an email with a gift and give them value and let them know, you know what, I know what your problem is. And here's a little golden nugget. Let me give you a nugget that I believe will help you. And then from there, let's see how we can work together. But let me give you a little something.
Okay, so here's what I've gotten from you so far. In my email that I've targeted to my audience that I really want to help, I need to give them a solution to the problem that they're having. I need to maybe give them a gift, and
Yes.
I need to have a call to action.
Absolutely. Yes, ma'am. You did that
Okay.
very well. I like your
See?
notes.
See, I'm taking notes over here. I know exactly what I'm supposed to be doing.
That's
Now how am I going to do it?
that's enough. That's a whole nother course. And you know what? You can pop over to Living the Dream, and I'm definitely teaching that and helping people out with that, right?
Yes.
We have different levels of membership so that we can get you where you are, meet people where they are. Because nobody wants that's drowning. They do not want you to say, I'll go get somebody. I'll go
Yeah.
find somebody
Be
for you.
right
No.
back. Hold on. I'm going to go get
Yeah.
somebody to
Hold
help
on.
you.
That's right.
They
Right.
want you to help them now because they're drowning. Okay.
That's right.
Got it.
Right now. They don't want you to wait and say, oh, let me call somebody. Really? Jump in and get in.
Unless it's
Right?
911 and then still try to help me while 911's on their way.
That's right. Call 911 and jump your ass in. Right? So go ahead and do that. Right? Make sure that you understand that, because I'm going to tell you that right now people need help. They need help. They have to become creative. They have to find ways of looking for new things. They have been working in a box, boom, 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 all this time. All of a sudden, they took away the doggone cardboard box. They took away everything around there going,
It
Oli,
just collapsed.
I'm out there and I'm naked, right? So let's
It
give them
does feel
something.
that way.
Yeah, they do. They feel panicked. I talked to somebody, and she's had a corporate job going on. I guess I've known her for 30 years, and she's been in that job for 30 years. While she's gained promotions and side steps and everything, she's still been in the same company for 30 years. Kudos to her. So the other day when they finally laid her off, she called me. Oh my God. She goes, I wasn't planning on retiring for another year. I wasn't planning on leaving here. My retirement, my package, everything is there. I am so freaking out. Wow. How would you have liked to woken up to that morning? Right?
Yeah, it's happening to millions of people around the world.
It's
Millions.
happening. It's happening, Marion.
I
So
had
now,
I had one guy tell me yesterday that he has 45 employees that are stuck in South Africa and can't get over here. And there's no one paying them because they are in the oil and gas industry. And so the customer just said, no, we don't. We laid everybody off. And they're like, but I'm in South Africa. You can't lay me off now. I mean, these people have to have help.
they need help. They need transportation. They're worrying their families all over the place. They're affecting so many people just by that one glitch, right? This whole situation. And so people need, right now, they're looking for answers. They're looking for creativeness. They're looking for, how can I make sure that maybe I have a side hustle? Maybe I'm starting to build a side business while I have a real business, or, working, so that way I can start nurturing both sides. All of these different things are happening. And so they don't want you to tell them, oh my God, I can make it in 30, I can make you a millionaire in 30 days. Just give me 5,000, 6,000, 7,000. That's not the answer. They may need that money. So give them something that's a bite size. Talk to them where they are at. You get through this part, right?
Okay.
I always think about here lately is, I don't know if anybody else knows it. It's called It's a Wonderful Life. And there's so many things in that story, life story, but one of the scenes is the man just gets married, and he is a mortgage loaner or banker, for lack of better say. And one man is a conglomerate. He holds everything except this one little business. And the guy says, I want all my money. And he goes, no, we're in this together. Let's just take a little bit of what you need to get you through this.
Mm-hmm.
Then we can rebuild, we can restructure.
Yeah.
But we have to help you get through this first.
Right. So the last, I mean, we're almost out of time. The last thing on
Oh, no.
I know it's already 30 minutes. Can you believe it? And is there anything you want to talk about with checklists? Because I know that's important for me. I love checklists.
Oh yeah, I've created a couple of them and I'm going to be putting them out there. But, and if, for those who would like a checklist, okay,
I love checklists. Give me a
okay,
checklist.
there you go. Here is what I'm going to do for you. If you Facebook me, send me a PM, and I'm going to put it out after we put up this video. I'm going to say real quick, if you wanted the checklist, PM me or put yes, and I'll send it to you. The checklist is all about what do you really need in your emails, right? Did you get a good, hello, how are you? What's your subject line, right? What kind of email is it? If it's email, let me give you a gift. Did you cover this characteristics? Where is your call to action? Where are you driving them? What do you want them to do? And if you
Okay.
don't have a product, go and find an affiliate link and promote that and start making money that way. But you'd be surprised, there are so many things out there right now and so many ways to get help. And I'm at Melinda Cooper. I'm living the dream and I'm ready to help you live the dream as well.
Thank you for keeping us on track, Melinda Cooper. LivingTheDreamBusiness.com.
Come see me, Facebook, LinkedIn, come to the website. I'm eager to help you and let's make it happen.